Welcome everybody. We got 7 breaks tonight. We're going to start off with our Topps Chrome Update Jumbo Hobby Box PYT 930. Then we have our 2025 Certified Football Hobby PYT 948. 25 Donruss Optic H2 Hobby Box Break PYT 971. 25 Rookies and Stars Football Hobby PYT 937. 25 Select Football Hobby PYT 940. 25 Prism Football No Huddle Hobby PYT 944. 25 Mosaic Football International Hobby PYT 933. We have 1 spot left. That is in our Select Football Hobby Box. If you guys want to go to this page here, the link is pinned in the chat. You can just click on this link. It'll take you to that last spot, which is the Tennessee Titans and Select Football Hobby. Make sure you guys grab that last spot on the future break schedule. All right, let's go to our list. I'm sorry, that is the Select. So there is the Titans are the last team in Select. Our list for our first break, this is 25 Topps Chrome Jumbo. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 in credit. You do not have to be in the break to guess. This is Topps Chrome Jumbo PYT 930. And we got 3 cards per box, or 3 autos per box, 12 packs, 11 cards per pack. Good luck to everybody in this one. We start off with Walker Buehler, Dalton Rushing, Jock Peterson, Ballesteros, Christian Campbell, Alejandro Osuna, Chase Dolander, Jason Adam, a green, Thomas Agassi out of 99, Jacob Wilson on the Fortune 15, Zach Mean. Certified footballs up after this. Augustin Ramirez, Denzel Clark, Caleb Durbin. I don't know why these cards look like background look dirty on them. Drew Avens, John Rave rookie, Amador, Clay Holmes, Chase Murdoch, Ronald Acuna on the All-Star, Matt Shaw, Thomas Harrington. Those refractors will get top loaded before we ship. Rhett Lowerder, Carson Palmquist, Jacob Wilson, Dalton Rushing, Tyler Tolbert, Max Kepler, Tim Tuawa, Pete Crow Armstrong, Gunnar Hogwood, Ellie Dela Cruz, and Aroldis Chapman. Get those guesses in for the player on the last auto. Again, you do not have to be in the break to guess. There's Junior Caminero, Matt Gorski, Matthew Boyd, Mikael Garcia, Matt Stevenson, Tyler Rogers, Ryan Johnson. There's our first Tim Tawa out of 499 on our first auto. We got the rookie auto for the Diamondbacks to kick us off. Let's top this while we're at it. Should have 2 more autos in here. And you guys are guessing the player on the last of those autos. Ahmad Rosario, Christian Campbell, Andres Munoz. There's Tim Elko, Danny Jensen, Doug Nikhazy, Harrison Bader, Mason Flaharty, Nestor Cortez, Nick Kurtz rookie, Chad Patrick out of 150, Aaron Judge, Nick Kurtz on the Night Terrors, Blaine Krim. About halfway through this one. Sir Anthony Dominguez, Chase Lee, Ryan O'Hearn, Hayden Singer. We got Chris Rubik, Luke Keyshaw, Johan Mancada, Mick Abel, Josh Naylor, Christian Campbell, Jorbert Vivas, Ronnie Simon, Tucci, Twellenbach, Loriano, Cade Horton, Drake Baldwin, Nick Enright, Ben Rice, Drake Baldwin, Tyler Callahan, Chris Paddock, Tyler Locklear, Keyshaw, William McIver, Cam Smith, Braxton Ashcroft, Ballesteros, and there's a nice Ballesteros Purple Mini Diamond out of 299 auto for the Cubs. Nice hit for the Cubbies. He'll probably DH most of the time for them this year. Play catcher part time. Garrett McDaniels, Logan Webb, Tariq Skubal, Victor Carantini. Luis Angel Acuna, Robert Hassel, James Wood, Will Wagner, Zach Veen, Aroldis Chapman, Blake Krim, Chris Paddock, Alejandro Osuna out of 150, Mookie Betts, and Noah Cameron. 3 packs left. Should have 1 auto left as well. Liam Hicks, Alan Roden, Spencer Torkelson, Maverick Handley, Noah Cameron, Brian Wu, AJ Lubal, EP Sears, Hangeman, Iteras of Rafael Devers, Craig Yoho. Ryan McMahon, Logan Henderson, Austin Slater, Derwin Liao, Chris Cedric Mullins, Mike Yastrzemski, Nathan Wiles, Dustin May, Jack Leiter, Shane Smith on the All-Star, Brian Wu, and our final pack of the break. Cam Smith, Tommy Pham, Hayden Birdsong, Jake Magnum, Max Meyer, Marcelo Meyer, Isaac Paredes, and we have a rookie blue-green lava lamp refractor of Chase Dolander. That is going to the Rockies. Nice hit for the Rockies spot. Dolander was the guest. Duran, Corbin Carroll, and Jonathan Arnada. Let's top load recap, and then we will move on to our next break, which is certified football. We had Alejandro Osuna out of 150, Chad Patrick out of 150, Thomas Gacy out of 99, Tim Tawa out of 499 on the auto, Alasteros out of 299 for the Cubbies, and Chase Dolander on the blue-green lava lamp refractor parallel going to the Rockies. All right, guys, that does it for break number 1. We got 6 left. Certified footballs coming up next. We have 1 spot available, guys, in tonight's breaks. Use that future break schedule link in the chat and see if they haven't already been purchased. Click on the link. Grab the Titans in our select football break. All right, here is our tops. We're sorry. Just redid the title to the same title there. Oh, certified football, maybe. Oh. PYT 948. Motto down here with the Cowboys. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto 25 certified football coming up next. All right, here we go with our certified. But we are sold out. Thanks everybody for grabbing your spots. There are breaks on that future break schedule link. We will be getting scheduled as well, so take your spots in those. 2 autos, 2 mims per box. 10 packs, 5 cards per pack. You guys are guessing the player on the last auto in 25 certified football for 20 in credit. We are going to be filling breaks on the eBay Live soon as well. We'll probably be doing these breaks from eBay Live. Try to do it from both that and YouTube. There's Jalen Milroe. There's a filler. Jalen Lane out of $3.99. Patrick Mahomes. Jerry Sneed. Justin Herbert. Aiden Hutchinson. Jonathan Taylor. Marvin Harrison. Alvin Kamara. Micah Parsons. Up next after this one is our Optic H2. That's a 2-box break. There's Brock Purdy. Here's our first auto. It's going to be a patch auto of R.J. Harvey. It's going to be out of $3.99, and it's going to go to the Denver Broncos. Nice hit for the Broncos. All right, auto number 1. Derwin James, Xavier Legette, Derek Carr. Kid reporter card. Tyler Warren. Travis Kelce out of $2.99. Mike Evans. Geno Smith, Garrett Wilson. Larry Fitzgerald. Oh, is this our second auto already? Pieces of the game auto. I haven't seen one of these yet. LeGarrette Blount. Nice hit for Patriots there on the LeGarrette Blount. Garrett Blount, pieces of the game auto. Max Crosby. Little Shakur, Christian Gonzalez. Out of 199, we had Ladd McConkey. Out of 499, DJ Giddens. Montez Sweat, Anthony Richardson, Terry McLaurin. Brian Thomas Jr. We have a mem. Pro Materials out of 99. That is Jared Goff for the Lions. Brian Thomas Jr., Kyler Murray, Tua. 3 packs left. Optic H2 coming up next. Make sure you guys grab your spots in that future break schedule link. Good reporter card. We do have all the breaks listed on eBay on that list as well. There's Will Howard. There's our second mem going to the Titans out of $2.99. Cam Ward. Jair Alexander, Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield. Travis Kelce. Out of 225, Montez Sweat. Derrick Henry, Derek May, Njoku. Oh, there we go. We got Devin Hester on the Immortals. Like those inserts there. Out of 75, CJ Stroud, Chuba Hubbard, Alex Singleton, Christian McCaffrey. Let's top load a recap, then we'll move on to our Optic H2 hobby box break. Garrett Blount was the guest of this break. We will be breaking another night this weekend. Most likely it's going to be Wednesday. I'm going to throw schedule together. I'll get started on that probably tomorrow. Make sure you guys bookmark that future break schedule page so you guys can keep track of all the breaks we have listed, all the breaks we schedule as well. Always updating that Google Sheet with breaks on there. If these top loaded, we'll do our recap, then we're going to move on to our Optic H2 break. We have Jalen Lane out of 399. Out of 299, Travis Kelce. Out of 199, Lad McConkey. Out of 499, DJ Giddens. Out of 225, Montez Sweat. Out of 75, CJ Stroud. Out of 299, New Generation Men, Cam Ward. Out of 99, we had Jared Goff on the Pro Materials. Freshman Fabric Auto out of 399, so rookie patch auto, RJ Harvey. And then we had LeGarrette Blount on the Pieces of the Game auto. That was out of 149 for the Patriots. All right, guys, that does it for break number 2. Let's get our optic break set up here. And this one is full. You guys are guessing, or this is, H2. I think these are the mojos. You guys are guessing the player on the last of the mojos. They don't have to be numbered, just any of the mojos. All right, here's our list. Your names on the left, teams on the right. That's Susie down here at the Bengals. This is PYT 971, 25 Don Russell Optic H2 Hobby. It's a 2-box break. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go with our third break of the 8 packs, 4 cards per pack, 5 mojos per box. If we can spike a downtown out of one of these, or an uptown, or a dual downtown. Empty box. England Noel, Travis Hunter, Jake Plummer, Torrey Holt, Tommy Mellott, DJ Giddens, Robbie Ounce, Jack Sawyer on our first mojo. Up next after this one is our Rookies and Stars. Rookies and Stars is coming up next. There's Schlesinger, Jordan James, Chain Reactions and Elite Neighbors, Russell Wilson. Aiden Prather, Leonard Williams, Tataroa McMillan, Alvin Kamara, Mike Green, Tataroa McMillan, Art Monk. That'll be numbered out of 55, 1 out of 55. Terry McLaurin, Taj Brooks, Benjamin Morrison, Amarian Hampton, Khalil Mack, Harold Fannin, Jadon Blue, Gunnar Helm, Tyler Murray, Luther Burden, Will Howard, as Jackson Dart, Baker Mayfield, We have Mike Green. Oops. Best studies, Harrison and Kyler Murray again, and Chuba Hubbard. Top load. Let's top load the mojos that we have. Your guess is in for the player on the last of these mojos for 20 credit. We should have about 5 more. Your guess is the player on the last of those mojos. Tommy Millette, Greg Zerline, Pat Bryant, Khalil Shakur, PJ Giddens, Carson Schlesinger, Riley Leonard, blue or something that one is, out of 55 on the blue. Baker Mayfield. Rookies and Stars coming up next. So if you're waiting on that one, that'll be up after this. Luther Burden, Jalen Lane, Cam Scatabo, Brock Bowers, Will Howard, Hayden Prather, Mason Taylor, Terry McLaurin. Got 3 packs left. Got a row of McMillan, Taj Brooks, Luther Burden. Had a lot of Luther Burden, Caleb Johnson. Harold Fannin, Jalen Walker, Christian McCaffrey, Terrell Owens. Final pack of the break. Jalen Blue, Abdul Carter, Shador Sanders, and Ed Reed to end it. Jalen Walker was the guest of the break. Let's top load a recap and then move on to Rookies and Stars. Let's do a recap here. Our mojos: Jalen Lane, Mason Taylor, Caleb Johnson, Jalen Walker, Jack Sawyer, Jordan James, Benjamin Morrison, Gunnar Helm, Art Monk, 1 out of 55, and Riley Leonard, 51 out of 55. That does it for break number 3. And up next is going to be our Rookies and Stars break. You guys are waiting on that one. That is coming up now. Good luck to everybody in that one. The Rookies and Stars, we should have some autos. So you guys are guessing the player on the last auto in that one for 20 in credit. We get the title updated. We get our list pulled up as well. Get the title first. BYT 937 coming up next. Here we go. But the Niners in the bottom spot. Your names are on the left, teams are on the right. PYT 937 Rookies and Stars Hobbies coming up next. Alright guys, here we go. Let's see. I have an issue with the camera, so I'm going to have to probably adjust it. Alright. Go to our... Okay, we're way off here. Sorry guys. 60. Alright, here we go. Rookies and stars, 2 autos, 2 mims. That's all. Sorry guys. Here we go. Up next after this one's our select football. And all the breaks are full tonight, but we do have spots available and a bunch of breaks listed on eBay. Caleb Williams, Pat Bryant, number 999. TJ Watt, Brock Purdy. Team duels, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. Nice little dual patch card there. Drake May, Bijan, Shador, Marvin Jackson, and Cam Scatabo. Joe Montana, Andre Johnson, Sam Darnold out of 999, Jay Stroud, Paul Stott, Josh Jacobs, Abdul Carter, Sean Alexander, Woody Marks, and Trevor Etienne. We have Garrett Wilson, David Leggett out of 999, Chimere Dike, Myles Garrett, Larry Fitzgerald, Quinn Ewers, Tyler Warren, Lamar Jackson, Shamar Stewart, Hensley Humilin, and a kid reporter card, or filler, I mean. Let's top load these and we'll get to our last 3 packs. Up next after this is Select Football Hobby. So if you're waiting on Select Football, that's coming up next. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this break for 20 in credit. Jamal Charles, Benjamin Morrison out of 249. Sterling Shepard, or Sharp, Jalen Warren. There's our first auto. That's a white ink auto. Mason Taylor of silver. That is out of 99. I sit there. Mason Taylor for the Jets. Yeah, Jaden Daniels, Trevor Etienne, Marcus Allen out of 35 on the touchdown club, Joshua Harrison, and Kelvin Banks Jr. Last 2 packs coming up. Hayden Hutchinson, Josh Allen, Calvin Ridley, Saquon Barkley, High Octane Mem of Jalen Royals, Pink Thrillers of Willie Galt for the Bears. That is out of 75. Will Campbell, Will Howard, Jalen Blue, and Jack Kaiser. Our final pack of the break. Okay, guys, Select Football Hobbies coming up next. This is Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Irvin, Chris Olave out of 249, Jim Harbaugh. And our final auto, that is going to be Elijah Arroyo. That is out of 25. Nice low numbered auto there. 18 out of 25. Elijah Arroyo for the champion Seahawks. We have a Ricky Williams. Touchdown Club, Derrick Henry. That is Josh Simmons. Donovan Izorarko. Yoku. Rachel Tootin. Top load recap, and then we'll move on to select football. We got select football, Prism No Huddle football, and Mosaic International to end it. We have 3 football breaks coming up. Benjamin Morrison out of 249. Out of 35, Marcus Allen. Willie Gold. Out of 75. Out of 249, Chris Olave. Out of 999, Pat Bryant. Out of 999, Sam Darnold. Team Ray DK. High Octane, Jalen Royals, men. Team Duels, Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. Mason Taylor out of 99. And out of 25, Elijah Arroyo. We got 2 tight end autos there. All right, that does it for rookies and stars. Up next is select football. I messed this camera up. Did fill this one, so I'll have to update the Tennessee spot. Okay. Your guess is in for the player on the last auto for 20 in credit in this one as well. Sorry guys, it's messing with this camera. Just trying to the best I can here. All right, let's get this list updated. We are full for the night. We got two breaks left after this one. All right, this PYT 940 25 select football. Back down here with the Raiders in the bottom spot. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 credit. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, here we go with our select football. 12 back spot cards per pack. We should have a couple autos in a bin per box. You guys have guessed them for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 in credit. Make sure you guys click on that future break schedule list pinned in the chat. Bookmark that page if you haven't already. You guys can see all the breaks we have listed and keep up on all the breaks we will get scheduled as well. We'll be working on that schedule here tomorrow, getting all the next breaks pulled up there. Grab your spots in all the breaks we got listed. There's Marvin Harrison, Ray Lewis. What a Trey Harris. NFL Shield. 1 of 1. Rookie auto. Congrats to the Charger spots. Took me for a second. I was like NFL Shield. That's a 101. Congrats, Trey Harris. 1 of 1. NFL Shield auto. It's a nice way to start this one. This is my first, I think, select Shield auto I've ever pulled. Trey Harris, second round, 55th pick. 1 of 1. One to the Chargers. Beautiful looking card. I said to the Chargers to start us off. Tariq Woolen. Miles Garrett. Unless we get another 1-on-1, that's going to probably be the hit of this break. Can you get 2 1-on-1 autos in here? Malik Neighbors. That is out of 49. We have Devin Neal, Arian Smith, Quinshon Judkins, Alvin Kamara. Big hit for the Chargers. To start us off, there's Cam Ward, Julian Love, Aaron Jones, Dylan Warren, Trey McBride. Had a few 1-on-1s here recently. There's Jimmy Graham, Jason Sanders, and how about Roma Dunze patch auto for the Bears? A blue Roma Dunze patch auto out of 149. That's it for the Bears spot. Roma Dunze. He could be wide receiver number 1 for the Bears next year. Travis Etienne, Colston Loveland. I think we got filler on this one. Trevor Etienne, Bryce Young, out of 75. Monta Smith, Mecca Buka, Elijah Arroyo. Filler. Brigham No Huddle Football Hobby is coming up next. Then we have Mosaic International, End It, Anthony Richardson, Ashton Genty again, George Pickens, Chris Godwin. There's J.J. McCarthy, Quinshon Judkins, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Jones, Tommy Malott. Next back. We might got a patch in this one. There's Matthew Golden, Tyrone Matthew, Omar Noman Lott. There's a nice little 3-color patch. Mecca Abuka. Nice looking card right there. 99 out of 99 on that one. Mecca Abuka going to Tampa Bay. The jersey there. Kyle Pitts. Ashton Genty. Josh Allen. Out of 49. Omar Norman Lott. Jack Batch. Corey Crosby Merritt. Josh Allen. Baker Mayfield. That is out of 199. Kyle Monungai. Quinshon Judkins. Tua. Last 2-pack coming up. PYT 944 is coming up next. That is the Prism No Huddle Hobby. And we got the Mosaic International Hobby to end it. Buda Baker, Jimmy Graham, Jalen Milroe, Contenders Rookie Variation Ticket RPS. Jalen Milroe is the guest of the break. James Conner and Ginkle. You guys have just joined us. We had a nice little hit in this to begin. There's Andrew Van Ginkle again. That is out of 299. Nick Martin, Jaquez Hunter, had a row of McMillan, Geno Smith, and another filler. Let's top load a recap, and then we'll move on to our last two breaks of the night. Here's a No Huddle Hobby coming up next. Jalen Milrow, the guest of this break. Malik Neighbors out of 49. Bryce Young out of 75. Josh Allen out of 49. Baker Mayfield out of 199. Van Ginkel out of 299. We had the Mecca Buka patch out of 99. Our Trey Harris NFL Shield rookie patch auto, 1 of 1 for the Chargers. Roma Dunze patch auto out of 149. And our guest of the break, the Contenders rookie variation ticket, Jalen Milrow. What a nice box to select right there. That'll do it for select, and now it's time for our Prism No Huddle Hobby. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto out of that one. Excuse me. PYT 944 coming up next here. Somebody's going to hit one of these guesses soon, hopefully. Been a little while since we gave away 20. All right, here's our list. STE down there with the Commanders. This is 25 Prism No Huddle Hobby, PYT 944 coming up next. All right, here we go with our Prism No Huddle Hobby. 10 packs, 8 cards per pack, 1 auto per box. Get the guesses in on who's going to be on that last auto. See if we can get another 1 of 1. Mosaic International Hobby is coming up next after this one. PYT 933. There's our empty box. And here we go, pack number 1. DK Metcalf, Trey Benson, Travion Henderson, Travis Hunter, Devin Hester, out of 125. TJ Hushman, Zada Puka Nakua, Chris Boswell. DJ Moore, Malachi Starks, Derek Harmon, Jalen Royals, Larry Fitzgerald, TJ Watt, Younghoe Koo, and Josh Jacobs. Bryce Hall, we got Matthew Golden, TJ Giddens, Derwin James, Shador Sanders on the emergent. Then we got a kid reporter card. Damian Sherwood, Jerome Bettis, Jerry Jeudy. Roma Dunze, Xavier McKinney, Kevin Winston, Kirby Joseph. That is out of 99. Then our auto is Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson is the auto. Should be the guess of the break. You guys can keep guessing just in case we get an extra auto, but usually in these, they are pretty good at giving you just one. Aiden Daniels, Devonta Adams, Trey Tucker. L'Jarius Sneed, Curtis Rourke, Marion Hampton, Hines Ward, Mikael Williams, Mark Andrews, Cam Chancellor, Dwight Freeney, Justin Jefferson, Quinshon Judkins, Will Johnson, Myles Garrett, Lamar Jackson on the fireworks, Trey McBride, Trent McDuffie, Jeremy Shockey. We got one more break after this one. It is our Mosaic International Hobby. LeGarrette Blunt, Micah McFadden, Tyler Shug, Mecca Buka, Jahad Campbell. That is out of 99. Terrence Ferguson. That is a rookie variation. Good reporter card. Nico Collins, Ricky Williams. 3 packs left. Eric Moulds, Elijah Arroyo, Will Howard, Trey Harris. We just hit a 101 of his out of the last break out of 75. There's Brock Bowers, Cordell Stewart, Kyle Vanoy, Khalil Shakur. Caden Ellis, Ray McLeod, Jadon Blue, Josh Connerly, Damian Martinez out of 125, Jan Stenerud, Calvin Ridley, TJ Hawkinson, Mayor Franklin, Adonai Mitchell, Tyler Warren, Hunter Henry out of 25, Jared Verse, Christian Binford, Chase Brown, and Amon-Ra St. Brown to end it. Tez Johnson was the guest of the break. Let's top load and recap. This little box of Prism No Huddle. Mosaic International Hobbies coming up next. Evan Hester out of 125. Kirby Joseph out of 99. Jahad Campbell out of 99. Terrence Ferguson on the rookie variation. Trey Harris out of 75. Damian Martinez out of 125. Hunter Henry out of 25. And Tez Johnson was our auto. That does it for Prism No Huddle Hobby. Update our title. We'll go to our last break of the night. Mosaic International. PYT 933. Get your guesses in for the player on the last of the wave parallels. It could be red, it could be gold. Whichever is the last, it could be an auto. Who's real good goods down here with the Colts. Names are on the left, teams are on the right. 25 Mosaic International Hobby PYT 933 coming up next. All right, guys, here we go with our last break of the night. We got 12 packs, 5 cards per pack, 60 cards per box. We have some wave parallels in here. You guys are guessing the player on the last of those wave parallels. Empty box. All right, here we go. Good luck to everybody in this one. We start off with Tyler Shug. Christian McCaffrey. There's Mason Taylor. A 29 on the red wave. T. Higgins. Brian Robinson Jr. Montez Sweat. Dante Thornton. Justin Herbert. Kid Reporter card. Ryan Thomas. Geno Smith. Warren Moon. Graham Mertz. Curtis Rourke. Brock Purdy. Michael Parsons. Trey Benson. DJ Giddens. Roma Dunze. Travion Henderson. Derwin James. Dan Fouts. Corey Horton. Ollie Gordon. How about a Taj Brooks auto for the Bengals? Crips Red Wave auto. Those are not numbered. It's Crosby. Wonder how many of those autos are made. How low the print run is on those. Cortland Sutton, Maxwell Harrison, Walter Nolan, Roma Dunze, Josh Jacobs. Caleb Williams, Travion Henderson, Rich Gannon, Jeremy Shockey, Red Wave. That one is numbered out of 27. Bill Disley. Hunter Henry, Cam Ward, Lil Shakur, Tank Bigsby, Richard Seymour. Mike Gesicki, Jimmy Horn Jr., Garrett Wilson, Peyton Manning, Aaron Jones. Larry Fitzgerald, Quinn Ewers, Aaron Williams. How about another auto? Ty Robinson going to the Eagles. Ty Robinson is currently the guest of the break. We have Zay Flowers, 2 packs left. Brock Bowers, Jonte Wester, Mark Brunell, Ray Lewis, Trevor Lawrence. And our final pack. Jamal Charles, Tyler Warren, Tank Bigsby, Tyler Warren variation, and Dwight Freeney to end it. We got 2 autos. Nice to hit out of here. Usually you don't even get one. We got 2 of them. Let's top load a recap, and then we'll sign off. And again, we'll probably be back on Wednesday. I'll start getting that scheduled together. Make sure you guys bookmark that future break schedule. There's Mason Taylor out of 29. Jeremy Shockey out of 27. Taj Brooks on the Scripps Auto. Those are not numbered. And Ty Robinson Scripps Auto and guess of the break. All right, guys, that does it for the breaks tonight. I appreciate everybody hopping in, getting them all filled, getting your guesses in. Hopefully we can give away 20 credits soon.